And I'm not pulling straight down either. I'm kind of doing a little in between. But really for back, this is it. Because there's not a lot of like dangerous moving pieces. Like basically everything that's going to be loaded with whatever machine I pick for set number 1, I'm kind of getting warm right now. You know, I'm using straps, so I'm not having a ton of bicep activation. So no way am I worried about warming up my biceps before I do a set of, you know, like heavy Arsenal rows or some shit. And same thing with forearms. Yeah, I got the straps. I don't need to get my grip totally in order. Plus, I was just saying this a little bit ago, kind of as, I don't know if this goes for everything. Because, of course, like with hamstrings, I definitely want to warm up. But it kind of clicked to me that at least back versus chest, back doesn't need a massive warm-up because everything is in tension, you know? I don't have to warm up my rotator cuff to do a set of rows because there's not a, well, I mean, you tell me if you're like a whole, you know, kinesiology major or anything else, but I've never felt any stress on my rotator cuff in a pulling action. It's only when it's in compression, if I'm pushing something, that I'm ever, you know, feel like I'm prone to tweakage or things like that. So the fact that I can basically warm up every piece of the puzzle right here, I mean, I just don't end up doing anything else. So I'll sit here for a couple more minutes, gradually increase the weight on these until I'm, you know, moving a little bit around. And then the warm-up continues on whatever set number 1 ends up being, right? So let's say I move up and I start rowing like 150 for a couple right here. And I'm like, okay, I'm warm. You know, everything's moving, feel good. Let's start with pull downs. Pull downs, I'll still ease my way up from the bottom, right? Start with 100, 130, 160, one whatever, just a few feeler reps. And then once I feel comfortable, let's say I want to do a working set of freaking 300. Maybe not, that's kind of heavy, but let's say I wanted to do that. I've worked my way up so I'm actually exposed to it and I don't feel like I'm, you know, going to tweak anything. So it's not like I just immediately jump to a full stack and say, all right, I had the heat on in the car, I'm warm, you know, not exactly. But back, pretty simple warm up. So I'm going to keep doing this, get amped up, and I'll see you for set number 1, whatever it ends up being. This pull down is freaking heavy. So the reason I say that, I'm pulling from here. This looks to be about